What if you didn't really need a license plate? ORS 131.615. Stopping of persons. 1. A peace officer who reasonably suspects that a person has committed or is about to commit a crime may stop the person and, after informing the person that the peace officer is a peace officer, make a reasonable inquiry.
There. Can you roll down for me all the way?
Is that a legal order? A lawful order?
No, I'm just asking.
Okay.
The reason I'm stopping is for no license plate, no temp tag on your vehicle.
That's not a crime.
This is a vehicle?
What's that?
You're saying this is a vehicle?
Yep.
And what definition are you using of vehicle?
I'm not going to get into that. You have license, registration, proof of insurance?
I don't answer questions. It's my Fourth Amendment right. My Fifth Amendment right, excuse me. My Fourth Amendment right is the right to privacy in my persons, houses, papers, and effects. I'm invoking both of those rights. Have you taken an oath to support and uphold the Constitution of the United States?
Yeah, you're right, I have.
Okay, well that's what my claim is that I have the right to travel, or the right to locomotion, sir. And that is the claim I'm making.
Okay.
Okay?
So, I'm not asking anymore, I'm not asking questions, I'm telling you I need your license, registration, proof of insurance.
Okay, you're claiming that a person needs a license to operate a motor vehicle, which is a commercial activity, sir.
Okay, are you a constitutionalist?
I don't answer questions.
Okay. Are you going to give me your license, registration, proof
I don't
of
answer
insurance?
questions, sir. Can you please get me your supervisor if you're gonna press me to...
Supervisor?
Well, not really. I would like to go on my way. Am I under arrest or am I free to go?
You're not free to go, you're being detained.
That's an arrest, sir. That's against... I don't want to be here.
Okay, well you're not free to go. I'm just letting you know that.
So I'm under arrest.
You're not free to go.
Then I don't answer questions. I invoke all my rights. My First Amendment right, the right to free travel. Okay. Congress shall make no law.
Believe me, I've heard all of this before.
And you took an oath to support and uphold it. So what's going to happen is if you get your supervisor out here, he's going to tell you whatever to do, and then it becomes two or more people conspiring against my rights, which is a federal crime.
Federal criminal law. 18 U.S.C. Section 241 is a federal criminal law that makes it a crime for two or more persons to conspire to injure, oppress, threaten, or intimidate any person in the free exercise or enjoyment of any right or privilege secured to him by the Constitution or laws of the United States. 18 U.S.C. Section 242 is a provision of the Federal Criminal Code that makes it a crime for a person acting under color of any law to willfully deprive a person of a right or privilege protected by the Constitution or laws of the United States.
You see where this goes? So you took an oath to support and uphold this Constitution.
I can tell you what you're trying to do right now. It doesn't work. Believe me, I've been doing this a while. I've heard it all. I have heard it all. I've heard exactly what you're telling me right now.
So you're gonna arrest me?
It's not gonna work.
It's not that it's gonna work. I don't answer questions. Is there a crime? Is there a crime that I committed, sir?
If you refuse to provide identification, yes, that is considered a crime. It's failure to carry and present. It's an ORS.
For a motor vehicle. A motor vehicle is a commercial term.
It's a requirement when you're operating a motor vehicle.
Get me your supervisor, sir. I'm not going to answer any questions. I'm not going to make any statements. I keep all my rights. I invoke all my rights.
I'm not going to ask you any more questions. I'm going to go back to my car. Okay? You're not free to leave. You asked for a supervisor. I'm going to get a supervisor here for you, okay? Because that's what you asked for. You're making this a lot more difficult than it needs to be.
No, you took an oath to support and uphold the Constitution of the United States.
Okay.
So, this is where we stand.
Make it clear you're not free to go, okay?
Remember what I just told you about. ORS stopping of a person? After informing the person that the peace officer is a peace officer. I don't believe this to be a lawful stop. ORS 162.405. Official misconduct in the second degree. 1. A public servant commits the crime of official misconduct in the second degree if the person knowingly violates any statute relating to the office of the person. 2. Official misconduct in the second degree is a Class C misdemeanor. What single articulable fact did he have that gave him reasonable articulable suspicion there was going to be a crime committed?
Well, isn't it already a crime to drive without license plates?
In Oregon, you don't go to a court of record for a violation of ORS fail to display plates. So as it may be perceived as a criminal act, that's a term of art or legalese, it is not a crime. Thus not satisfying the reasonable articulable suspicion requirements. The Fourth Amendment states, the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects, against unreasonable searches and seizures, shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue, but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched, and the persons or things to be seized. Probable cause is an even greater burden to prove. Think what you want about this guy, but Section 26 of the Oregon Constitution states, no law shall be passed restraining any of the inhabitants of the state from assembling together in a peaceable manner to consult for their common good. This section strongly resembles the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. It also restricts the United States Congress from creating laws respecting peaceable assembly.
How then has the state created a law restraining our right to peaceably assemble?
Congress is who makes laws. Vehicle code in Oregon creates a loophole for the state to circumvent the Constitution.
What about the Supremacy Clause? In the United States Constitution? Article 6, Section 2. It states, this Constitution, and the laws of the United States, which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made, or which shall be made, under the authority of the United States, shall be the supreme law of the land. And the judges in every state shall be bound thereby. Anything in the Constitution, or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding.
That's right, or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding. Listen to Justice Scalia speak about unconstitutional law.
Well, I think you have to make your own decision about constitutionality. In normal times, you follow what the Supreme Court law has said, but we don't strike down any of your laws. People sometimes go, the Supreme Court struck. We never strike down your laws, gentlemen. We just ignore them. Where your law does not comport with the Constitution, it seems to be a law but really isn't, and so we ignore it and apply the rest of the law, the statute notwithstanding.
With all that in mind, let's continue.
So, the supervisor's on their way. Sure you want to do this? You want to wait?
You sure you want to do this?
Oh,
I'll sue.
I'm 100% sure.
That's sad.
Civil action for deprivation of rights. Section 1983 litigation refers to lawsuits brought under Section 1983. Civil action for deprivation of rights, Title 42 of the United States Code. Section 1983 provides an individual the right to sue state government employees and others acting under color of state law for civil rights violations.
I want to make sure that you're okay with it, though. Don't you have places you need to be?
I don't consent. I don't answer questions. What else do you want to hear? You want to keep interrogating me without a lawyer present? What's your badge number? What's your name? Who do you work for? You haven't even said.
My name's right here.
Right there, officer. Right there. Where do you work?
I work for the sheriff's office.
Officer, right there. What's your badge number?
172.
Thank you, officer. Right there.
You bet. I guess we'll wait then.
Let's take a minute and review a case out of the Ninth Circuit. Please credit Quimby for this clip.
A basic requirement of due process is that a law must provide fair notice of what conduct is prohibited and what conduct isn't. The United States Supreme Court examined whether a California loitering law was too vague to satisfy this standard in the 1983 case, Collender v. Lawson. Edward Lawson was detained or arrested approximately 15 times between March of 1975 and January of 1977 for violating a California criminal statute. The statute required persons who wander or loiter on the streets to give credible and reliable information to police officers who ask for it. After being prosecuted twice and convicted once, Lawson brought a civil action in federal district court to have the statute declared unconstitutional. The district court declared the statute unconstitutional, and the Ninth Circuit affirmed. The Ninth Circuit found that the statute had a vague enforcement standard and failed to give persons fair and adequate notice of the type of conduct that was prohibited by the statute. This ran afoul of the 14th Amendment's Due Process Clause. The police officers and their chief, William Collender, asked the United States Supreme Court to review the case.
Perhaps you may be able to start to see the comparison between these circumstances.
Looks like they're coming up to my passenger side.
Okay, so
Can we talk again, please?
Huh?
Can we talk again, please? Can I get your name?
you want to talk? I've given you my name 2 times.
You said right there. Is that correct?
It's right here. You can read.
Can I
When
please
I
have
first
you?
came up to your car, I told you what my name is.
Yeah, maybe I had video problems. So could I get it again,
Sure.
please?
Deputy Morse.
Morse.
You're being audio and video recorded.
M-O-R-S-E.
just so you know, okay? You're being audio and video recorded.
And
okay?
as you,
I brought a supervisor here as requested. You want to continue to hear me talk?
could I get all of your names, please? That looks like
Deputy Laddick.
Laddick, L-A-T-I-K.
What's up?
I'm just stating for the camera all the names that are going to be in the lawsuit for an 18 United States Code 241 conspiracy against rights. And the supervisor's name, please?
Supervisor here is Sergeant Spoon.
Spoon, S-P-O-O-N, is that right?
It's Sergeant Spoon.
No, it's not. It's, ouch. It's S-P-H-O-O-N. Okay. So, is there a crime that I've committed?
There is. Yes, at this point,
I cannot hear your supervisor talking.
I'm going to do the talking, okay?
Excuse me, I don't answer questions.
I'm not asking you questions.
Okay, well, I'm... What are we doing here? You say there's a crime. I'm asking you what the crime is. Okay, my stance is on the 4th Amendment. I have the right to privacy. Listen to me, man.
I've heard all of that before. I've heard it all. It's not going to work on me, okay? I've heard it all. Okay? I have asked you for your license, your registration, and your proof of insurance. You've told me you're not going to give it.
Are you
to me,
an attorney?
okay? I've told you you need to give me your license, registration, and proof of insurance. Then you have refused to.
Okay, that's a lie. He never said
So I'm
proof
gonna
of
give you a third
insurance.
chance.
And I didn't say I refused
am telling
to.
you now, give me your license, registration, and proof of insurance. I'm telling you.
Okay, well, my lawyer's not here.
I'm not asking you any questions. I'm telling you.
I'm under arrest,
I'm telling you to give me your license, registration, and proof of insurance.
is that a lawful
If you
order?
refuse to do it, yes, you will be under arrest.
If I refuse to give you something that I'm not required to have to move
I'm
freely,
not going to do this.
I'm not going to talk with you, man. I asked for a supervisor.
Okay, the supervisor's right here. Do you have anything you'd like to ask her?
Can I have my lawyer present before you guys kidnap me?
Kidnapping in Oregon is defined as follows. Kidnapping in the 2nd degree is committed if a person takes another person from one place to another or secretly confines the person in a place where the person is not likely to be found, with intent to interfere substantially with another's personal liberty, and without consent or legal authority. Kidnapping in the 1st degree is committed if a person violates ORS 163.225 with any of the following purposes: to compel any person to pay or deliver money or property as ransom, to hold the victim as a shield or hostage, to cause physical injury to the victim, to terrorize the victim or another person. Kidnapping in the 1st degree is a Class A felony.
We're not going to kidnap you.
It's not against, I do not want...
questions. But if you don't do what I'm telling you to do, yes, you are going to be under arrest.
Is it a lawful order?
Yes, it is.
And you need me to do what?
I've already explained that several times. You know what it is.
Okay. You want my name?
I would like your license, your registration, and your proof of insurance for the 5th time.
Okay. I am going to use my phone. I'm going to call 911.
You're going to call 911?
Yes, I am.
What do you hope to accomplish by doing that?
I don't answer questions. I can't believe you guys are violating my rights.
There's no reason for you to be calling 911.
The nature
right
of
now.
my emergency, I'm about to be kidnapped. I am in Jefferson on the main street right in front of the elementary school. Yep. Yep. I will not, thank you.
Okay, so I've given you several chances, okay? Several chances, even before these folks showed up. All right? You're not listening, you're not...
I'm on the phone with 911. Are you going to disrupt me from my 911 call?
You're failing to comply with it, so at this point you are under arrest for failure to carry and present. Okay?
Yes.
So now the next question is...
One second, please.
Are you going to cause any issues
it's hard to hear you over.
We told you that you're
Hold
under
on,
arrest.
so she can hear me. 615 North 2nd Street, Jefferson. Okay. He's saying he's about to be kidnapped. Okay, I have a call. Hold up. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, I'm about to be kidnapped. I've got sheriff's officers and apparently a supervisor that's not willing to talk with me.
Okay, are you with them right now, sir?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Why? So, can you not talk to them?
They say I'm under arrest. They're threatening me, saying that I have to give them a driver's license and proof of insurance, and I'm making the claim that it's my constitutional, actually it's not even a constitutional right, it is my God-given right to be able to travel. They're making claims against me, and the claims are stating that I have to be commercially operating. I never made a claim that this is a vehicle that I told them I'm not operating commercially. Any law, statute, excuse me, that says that I must give any kind of identification, they're not even saying for identification, they want a driver's license. You don't have to have a driver's license, and there's been Supreme Court cases about this. There's even cases in Oregon that prove that you don't have to have a license to move your private property from point A to point B.
Okay.
So
why, so I guess my question is, why are you not wanting to talk with my officers?
Because I have the right to my 4th and 5th Amendment. The 4th Amendment says I have the right to privacy in my persons, which is my name, my houses, my papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures.
Yep.
They don't have a warrant, and I'm refusing without a warrant
Just a
to...
reminder,
Well, sir, if they have a probable cause to pull you over.
You're under arrest.
They said I'm under arrest, but the crime...
You're under arrest for failure to carry and present.
Okay, well they're saying I'm under arrest for failure to carry and present.
Need you to finish up your phone call and step out of the vehicle.
That's probable cause.
But I don't believe this to be what they're saying it is. I don't believe that there's personal jurisdiction over me.
Okay, well that's something I guess you'd have to work with an attorney about, but at this time you're going to need to talk with the officers and follow their commands.
You are under arrest, sir.
Okay, I guess you're not helping me.
Okay, you'll have to talk with an attorney, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
So 911 hung up the phone. How do we do this? Can I undo my seatbelt? Can I undo my seatbelt, sir?
Pardon me?
Can I undo my seatbelt?
You can undo your seatbelt, yes.
Turn off my truck?
Okay, now you can shut the vehicle off.
What about my dog?
Okay.
What about my dog right here? What are you gonna do with him?
We'll take care of your dog. If there's somebody you'd like us to call to come get it, or if somebody you'd like us to drop it off, as long as it's local, we can do that, or we can take it to dog control.
Well, I don't want that to happen. Again, he's my family.
You want us to call somebody?
He's my family, so...
Okay, you want us to call somebody to get your dog?
I would like to go on my way.
Okay,
I believe you're...
Listen, we're past that point. I've already told you you're under arrest, okay? So I need you to open up your driver door and get outside the vehicle and comply with the deputies over there, okay? Let's go now.
Moving this out for me. Can I still record?
What's that? Can I still record? I'm trying to face the car step to your right.
I know who this is. I know who this is.
No, you know who I am?
Place your hands behind your back.
And am I being Excuse me, who am I? I'd like to hear, can you talk loud enough so this is on your camera?
We're gonna work one thing at a time, okay?
Okay. Have I resisted at all?
No,
like
sir.
physically or anything?
You have not.
Do you understand that I'm inserting my rights? Lavic?
I understand that you believe that. Okay, place your hands behind your back.
Can you talk loud enough so this is on your
Hang on, we're gonna work one thing at a time.
Have I resisted at all?
No,
like
sir.
physically or anything?
No, sir.
Do you understand that I'm inserting my rights? Lavic?
I understand that you believe that.
And what gives you guys power? Like, you guys use the Constitution to get police powers, or is it a federal Constitution? What's your name? Casquero? Can you please give me your name and badge number, sir?
I'll tell you my first or my last name is Casquero.
Casquero.
Yep.
I'm gonna pat you down, okay?
I'm not consenting to any searches.
I know you're not consenting. You already explained that. We're being kind of redundant, repetitive here. You can't have lighters. Knives. Check this one.
What do you have in this truck?
Magazine, it's like eye drops. Alright, I'm walking back to my car now.
Yeah, that's him. That's him. It's gonna be the guy that they have. No. He's from Tangent, Oregon.
Oh, Tangent.
Yeah, so he's not even like super local, but
Oh, he's less lucky.
yeah.
Dang. Barely even looks like the same guy, but
Right.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. He
But
looks
yeah,
almost
it looks
different, though.
only he looks a lot skinnier, yes, but it's definitely the same goatee
Okay,
and same
good deal.
everything. So,
Alright.
well, my deed at least.
33, that would be a civilian that has a letter.
It looks like a pretty friendly dog. Is there anything? Huh? No, I thought it was lighter. It's like eye drops.
No, it looks like it feels like there's a light.
Okay. Pull it out. It's in there. Having a place it's back in your car? Is there anything out of
It's a car.
Huh?
No, it's a car.
Vehicle, whatever you want to call it.
I want to call it my property, my private property.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything you'd like out of your vehicle? Your property?
I would like all of my property out of my property.
While you're going to the jail, you can't take everything with you.
Just hold on, I'm gonna kind of get this out. I don't want to spill all your stuff onto the ground. So I'm trying to get this lighter out of your pocket.
So, you know, like,
Good job. And then just got change in here, which I didn't take out, okay? So it's just
you're already
Visine.
kidnapping me. You gonna not rob me? Thanks so
Would
much.
you like
for
me?
not taking
Would you like me to grab your wallet for you?
I don't want you to go in my car.
You don't want me to go in your car?
Why
Okay.
would you? Is there any reasons you have? Is there officer safety issues that my dog's gonna bite you? I mean,
It looks like a pretty friendly dog.
very friendly. So,
Okay. All right. Let's walk back to your car.
I have just shown you. By this time his identity has been verified. ORS 807.570 Failure to carry or present license. The crime they have arrested him for. 4. A police officer may detain a person arrested or cited for the offense described in this section only for such time as reasonably necessary to investigate and verify the person's identity. Every minute he is being detained, his rights are being violated. Here is the part that pisses me off the most. They leave the door open to the highway with his dog in the front seat. If that's how they take care of animals, I can understand how they get such a bad rap. Good thing his dog has had better training than these officers. ORS 811.490. Improper opening or leaving open of vehicle door. 1. A person commits the offense of improper opening or leaving open a vehicle door if the person does any of the following. A. Opens any door of a vehicle unless and until it is reasonably safe to do so and it can be done without interference with the movement of traffic, or with pedestrians and bicycles on sidewalks or shoulders. B. Leaves a door open on the side of a vehicle available to traffic, or to pedestrians or bicycles on sidewalks or shoulders for a period of time longer than necessary to load or unload passengers. 2. The offense described in this section, improper opening or leaving open a vehicle door, is a Class D traffic violation. While that's nice, one officer comes to close the door part way. It's still open and unsafe.
Oh, it's the Constitution book. My guess is. Take a photo of that.
Yeah. That's funny.
Or in his Constitution book. Your radio code 8 in the car. What? Your radio code 8 in the car. You want me to turn that off? Okay, one second. 3 golf.
Up you? I mean, you driven the site and given a court date for misuse of 911 and or do all the traffic stuff and let it go? Yeah, we got him ID through his phone number, which is kind of fortunate. It was kind of cool. Maybe we don't tell him that and he'll do it next time too. You're about to lose your keeper. I'll hang out till we cut him loose. Yeah, of course.
During this entire arrest he was never read his rights. He never yelled or used foul language. He stuck to his word and didn't answer questions. And when he chose to speak, he spoke of things he could point out in law. Here he is showing the injuries they had caused, before they walked away with little care.
Signed and released. 172 copy, signed and released. 146. 146, done. Reference to your previous crash, Delaney and Mr. Ridge, hospital's calling back. Reference to EPOH level, and it looks like the driver is also calling back.
During the entire stop and while being detained in handcuffs, this man never gave up his name. The 911 call obviously let them know enough personal information to identify him. Both violations, fail to display plates and fail to carry proof of liability insurance, were fought in a court that was not a court of record. Deputy Morse acted as the prosecutor in the hearing. That makes Deputy Morse the witness, complainant, arresting officer and prosecutor. The proof of insurance was presented at the hearing and dismissed. The judge wouldn't let any video evidence be presented. The judge also said if Deputy Morse was called to the stand it wouldn't end well for the defendant. Probable cause was never proven. This traffic court seems to be operating outside civil or criminal jurisdiction. The ticket for the two traffic violations were for a 2006 Suburban, while the ticket for the two criminal charges were for a 2000 Suburban. Both criminal charges, failed to carry or present license and improper use of 911 reporting system, were for a county court of record. Neither of the charges were brought in court. The prosecutor declined to prosecute. And for those of you still thinking this guy is a criminal, check out fail to display plates. Displaying is a physical action. So how is not displaying plates a violation? Please share this video with everyone you know.